just bringing another analysis regarding the outcome of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's last court, the way everything went, the way everything ended. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu openly, in the open courtroom, boldly and composed as ever, asked a simple but powerful question to the judge. According to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said there is no extant law upon which he is being charged. He said there is no law upon which these charges leveled against him are based upon. That very question made the whole court to grow cold. It made even the judge to pause and think. It made everyone, the lawyers and sons, whoever that was present, to question where they was at that particular moment, because it was like the question was like coming from nowhere. They never expected such a question. But he said, "My Lord, there is no extant law in this country upon which these charges can stand. And if there is, my Lord, kindly read it out." Now, that very single question, that very single statement shook the courtroom, shook the entire courtroom, shook the foundation of Nigerian justice system, shook the foundation of Nigerian constitution. It exposed a lot of things. Someone might be seeing it as if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to avoid trial. No, he is not avoiding trial. He is not in any way trying to avoid trial, but he wants to ascertain, he wants to be sure the law of certainty and legality. On which ground are you charging me? You said I committed an offense. Because in law, an act cannot be considered to be an offense or chargeable crime or a crime if it is not written in the Constitution, if it is not already in the Constitution. If the Constitution has not already defined it and defined the process, defined the punishment to that very crime, when an act is not yet having established description of it being a crime by the law and the punishment thereof, charging that person on that very act simply because of what you think, because of your emotions, you are not doing according to the Constitution. It is legally not okay. Let me use the simplest term. It's legally not okay. That very question touched the heart of constitutional law, the principle of legality. Under Section 36, Article 12 of the Nigerian Constitution, no one can be convicted of a crime unless that offense is clearly defined and the punishment prescribed in a written law. That's the rule of certainty. That is what is called the rule of certainty, the bedrock of justice. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked for the law that defined his so-called offense, he was simply saying, show me the section, show me the punishment, and show me the clarity. It is not rebellion by law. He was not acting under rebelliousness or being afraid. No, that is constitutional demand. I want you to think about it. Is there any way the law clearly says that calling for a referendum is a crime? I want you to check. Is there any section that says broadcasting your opinion or demanding self-determination equals to treasonable felony? None that fits with the prescription the Constitution requires. There is no section, there is no given constitutional backing to the gravity of the offense that the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed. Yes, the government can say IPOB was prescribed, but even that very prescription was contested, has been contested, because it was not carried out through the due process. The process through which IPOB was prescribed has always been contested, and the process did not follow the due process of Terrorism Prevention Act. That very process still stands questionable. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asking or claiming or saying there is no constitutional backing to the charges leveled against him that is being tried upon. He is not bragging. He is trying to put the constitutional power over the case, the legality, to make everybody understand where is the law that says I have committed this crime. Because in law, there is no other punishment except that which is written in the Constitution, except that which is legally recognized, except that law which the law say this is what should be done. And you cannot prescribe punishment when the act is already committed. The law does not permit you to prescribe a punishment over an act that is already committed. So that means no Nigeria can be tried or punished for any act unless that act is clearly written as a crime in existing statute, not by emotion, not by politics, not by interpretation. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked the court to read out the law, he was daring the prosecution to point to the exact section that defines his alleged offense. If such law does not exist, it means there is no legal basis for this very trial. That is not rebellion, that is constitutional reasoning. It is called constitutional reasoning. The Supreme Court has said it before. In Alco versus Fabemi in 1961, already established precedent in 1961. A person cannot be convicted for an offense unknown to law. And again, in AG Federation versus Isong in 1986, the court warned that vague or uncertain criminal charges violates the rule of law. Uncertain criminal charges violates the rule of law. Mind my words, for an act to be deemed criminal act, it must be certain to the law. The law must define it. It must be written by the law. It must be written, the law must describe it, this very act attracts this very particular punishment. Not padding charges over an act that is not well defined according to the Constitution. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is simply demanding constitutional backing, constitutional relevance of the charges that is being tried upon. That's all that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is demanding for. I've seen a lot of people saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to avoid the trial. No, he is not avoiding trial. And you cannot win any trial. You cannot win any case without constitutional backing, without standing upon the rock which gives you backings, which defends you, protects you. That's the Constitution. So if any offense that is said or spoken about, whatever he has done, are not valid in the Constitution, are not constitutionally enshrined, it is not a crime punishable by the law. So what we are saying is not a man running from justice, it is a man demanding true justice. Let it come to your understanding. We are not looking at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a person running from justice. He is a man demanding for true justice, because in any genuine democracy, the law must be certain, written, and applicable to all. Not created on the spot to silence a voice. No, you cannot just because somebody did this thing that you deem unlawful, that in your own conscience, now you make a law instantly to punish that very offense. It is not done. Whether you love or hate him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in question, this very case now is bigger than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. It is about the soul of Nigeria's legal system. Whether the Constitution still means what it says, or whether power now defines what is lawful. So the question still stands. If there is any extant law, if there is any legal backing, if there is anywhere it is written in Nigerian Constitution, they should read it out. He needs to be clear on which ground he is being charged. He needs to be well informed on which act is he being charged. What is it that is being charged according to the Constitution? That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is demanding. If there is any valid Nigerian law backing these very charges, backing the very charges upon which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is charged, my Lord, kindly read it out. Because until that law is found and read, what we are witnessing may not be prosecution, it may just be persecution. That's the very simple fact. So anyone that is thinking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is avoiding a trial, is afraid, is this, is that, no, it's far from that. It is within his constitutional right to know the law that says he has committed a crime. It is within his constitutional right to understand where his offense lies in the constitution, interpreted for him to understand. So far, so good. We are still keeping our fingers crossed, hoping for justice to prevail in this very case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This case has really dragged on for a very long time. I just hope at the end of the day, justice will prevail. Like I said before, I have said it before, I am saying it again. Only where there is no justice, only where there is no justice and where the rule of law is suspended, only where the law does not speak volume, only where the law is not standing on its own ground, constitution not speaking as the ground norm it is, defending and protecting every other law and protecting the lives of the citizens, the rights of the citizens. That's where I think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu might be found guilty. But for now, we keep our fingers crossed. Thank you so much and God bless you. Please share the video for other people to see it. And if it is your first time coming across my videos, I plead with you to follow my page and subscribe. God bless you.